It was just another chilly evening in downtown Vancouver. The streets buzzed faintly with the hum of life. Cars passing by, the occasional bark of a dog, and the muffled laughter spilling from restaurants. Among the city lights and shadows, Olivia, a 26-year-old woman with auburn hair tucked beneath her coat's hood, walked briskly toward the Skitran station. She had just finished her shift at the cafe and was eager to get home to her little apartment and a warm bath. The night air bit at her cheeks, but she liked the solitude. It gave her a rare moment to breathe. As she passed an alleyway, Olivia heard a bottle smash somewhere behind her. She flinched but kept walking. Then came the sound of unsteady footsteps, getting louder. She turned slightly and saw a man staggering toward her, his shirt half untucked, eyes glazed, and breath heavy with the scent of alcohol. Her heart skipped. She picked up her pace. Hey, pretty girl. Where you going so fast?" the man slurred. She ignored him, trying to keep her cool, but panic crept into her chest like a cold wind. Suddenly, she felt his hand clamp around her arm. It wasn't hard enough to bruise, but it was forceful. Her heart thundered. "Let go of me," she shouted, yanking her arm. The man laughed, a drunken, cruel laugh. "Come on, don't be like that, just want to talk." Before Olivia could scream again, a voice rang out from across the street. Firm, commanding, and deeply Canadian in its tone. "Hey, back off." A tall man in a dark hoodie crossed the street quickly, pushing a stroller in front of him. The baby inside, bundled in a soft blanket, stirred. The drunk turned his head lazily. "What are you gonna do, Dad?" he mocked. The man didn't stop. He parked the stroller just beside the sidewalk, made sure the brakes were on, then stepped forward. He stood between Olivia and the drunk like a wall. His eyes, blue, serious, locked with the man's. She said, "Let go." There was something calm but dangerous in his voice. The drunk hesitated, grumbled something under his breath, and let go of Olivia's arm. He staggered backward and, seeing the seriousness in the dad's stance, turned and stumbled away into the dark. Olivia stood frozen for a moment, shaken. Her breath came fast, her chest rising and falling. The man turned to her. "Are you okay?" She nodded slowly, brushing her hair back with a trembling hand. Yeah, I think so. Thank you. I didn't know what to do." He gave a small smile and turned to check on his child. No one ever knows what to do in moments like that. "But you're safe now." The baby looked up at Olivia with curious eyes, holding a little stuffed bunny. Something about that moment, about a man walking his baby alone late at night and still stepping in to help, struck her deeply. "You're a single dad?" she asked quietly. He nodded. "Yeah, been a rough couple years. My wife passed 2 years ago, cancer. Since then, it's just been me and Ellie here." Olivia's eyes softened. "I'm so sorry." He shrugged, the kind of shrug people give when they've cried all they can, and life just keeps moving. "It's okay. I miss her every day, but Ellie gives me purpose. I walk her every night just like her mom used to. Fresh air helps her sleep. I guess I was meant to be here tonight." They stood in silence for a beat, the wind brushing past like a quiet sigh. Olivia looked at Ellie, then at the man who had just stood up for a stranger without hesitation. Her voice cracked. "You don't know what you just saved me from." He looked at her with kind eyes. "I don't need to. I just saw someone who needed help. That's enough." As the night deepened, they talked for a few minutes more. She learned his name was Michael, a carpenter who'd taken up night shifts so he could be there for Ellie during the day. Life hadn't been kind to him, but he hadn't let it turn him cold. Instead, he had become someone others could count on, even strangers in the street. When they finally parted ways, Olivia felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. Not just because she was safe, but because she had seen proof that good people still existed. That in a world often filled with noise, danger, and indifference, there were still moments of light. People who stepped in. People who cared. And Michael? He pushed the stroller back home in silence, the soft lull of the city night wrapping around him. He didn't think of himself as a hero, just a dad doing what was right. But for Olivia, he'd become something more. A reminder that sometimes, in the most unexpected moments, strangers cross paths for a reason. A drunk man grabbed her arm, but a single dad appeared out of nowhere. And everything changed. And somewhere in the heart of Vancouver, one man, one woman, and one small baby unknowingly proved that the world still holds warmth, courage, and quiet heroism. And maybe, just maybe, That was the start of something even bigger.